please welcome on stage Rahul Dhamdhere, Chief Marketing Officer, KidZania India. We have a special note from Sir. The stage is all yours.
Good morning, everyone. And we don't say good morning at KidZania, we say Kai to everyone. That's the language we use in KidZania. KidZania is a nation specifically built for children. I think the concept goes way back to 1999, 1998. We are present in 22 countries and 28 KidZanias worldwide. We are there every year, every 6 months we are opening up. In India, we are present in 2 cities. One is Bombay in our city, and the next one is in NCR in Delhi. This is 75,000. The Delhi one is 100,000 square feet. We're coming up with a new one in Bangalore very soon. So that will be up for discussions as we go further. But yes, India Kids Summit, 4th year, fantastic initiative by the IWMBuzz team. I think KidZania is very honored to be a part of it. I have just joined here 3 months back. So when I heard about this particular summit, I think it's a great way of interacting with like-minded brands. And specifically when we are talking about children, I think those are our future generations, and how we mold them all depends on us, and how we take them forward depends on us, right? So welcome. Have a great day at KidZania today. I hope the sessions are informative, educative, and great networking for all of you, right? Thank you very much. Also, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce our next, the keynote speaker. Steen is here from Lego. He's the country head for Lego India. Lego is it's a personal favorite of mine. I have grown up with Lego since the day 40 years back. It was the day during a Saturday, Sundays when we actually sat with my father and made Lego on a Saturday and Sunday together. I think it's an amazing brand, and it'll be great to hear Steen and the thoughts about India from him. Welcome, Steen.
So Steen Kokkenborg, sir, is here, General Manager, Lego India. Sir, the stage is all yours.
Should we use this one instead? I think I'm audible. Yep, you can get it right. So thank you very much for inviting me here. When I first got the invitation, I said, I've been here for a little bit more than a year and a half. I said, what can I tell seasoned, people from the kids business about kids and business? I think my presentation for today will probably be more about kids than about business. You will get the boring charts from me as well, about our brand, about BIS and stuff. But I hope that I can also inspire you to actually see that kids is the base of our future. And we, being in the kids business, whether it's content, it's toys, it's other things, we have an obligation to actually honor that and to do what we can to give kids the best start and the best opportunities to grow in this world. If we do it right, it'll also be good business reasons for it. So let me share a little bit about, not that one, the company I represent. So the Lego Group is now the biggest toy company in the world. We are family owned since 1932, so we turned 90 years last year. We are still family owned. We don't have any external shareholders. The family has kids at heart, and the company has kids at heart. So our starting point is always the kids. So we normally say kids are our role models. So we look into what is actually needed in the world. We ask kids. They are unfiltered, the best focus group that you can get for any question you have, because they will not filter things. They will show you exactly what you think or what they think, and they will give you the truth without you having to look for it in the backgrounds. We're relatively new to India, so we have been working with distributors before, and started basically in 2020, which, as you will all know, is probably the worst time you can start any business in India. We then went into having our first invoices done sometime in August, and then in 2021, BIS hit. And I can't speak about the Indian toy business without also just relating a little bit to BIS. So from our standpoint, BIS, quality control order that came in from the government is a good thing. We probably all, at least in the toy business, were a little bit stunned about how radical it was, but it's fundamentally a great thing for India, both for now, but also for the future. The idea was to increase the quality of toys produced in India, but also to prevent the imports of low-quality toys coming from outside. And then for a future perspective, actually to build India as a toy exporter. And then within the course of very, very few years, you can see the bars on imports and exports. India has moved from being a net importer to a net exporter. Now there's still some way to go, and some of the things that we are doing in the toy industry, I think we can do better, but we need to get those innovations up and running, and we need to get kids at the base of this, and that's actually what I want to share today. Only 22 companies have got import licenses active right now. In the LEGO Group, we're holding 2, soon 3 of those licenses. We're getting all of our products in from Europe. So that's how we operate in India. We were the first company to get imports into India from outside. And I'm happy to share that now we have more products coming in, more quality products coming in, both from Europe, from other places in Asia, and they will be part of actually driving and delivering on things, on innovation in India. The LEGO company's vision, as I said, we have kids in our mind and in everything we do. It could have been written by KidZania. So, big applause and thanks also for hosting us here today. Our vision is to create a global force of learning through play. And what more could describe the atmosphere that we have than learning through play? Kids learn through play, they learn through role-playing in this area, they learn through playing in other areas as well. And that play actually helps them learn for their own future. As operators in the kids business, as I mentioned, we have an obligation, because we are the ones that are closest to the kids outside of the family. We have an obligation to deliver much more quality, value, and learning to the kids, because learning is the most important part that we can give to kids going forward. I'll share a small story on how important play is for learning. So from a company point of view, we're looking at play as the catalyst for learning. We have a strong motion to actually get those kids into playing, because through play, they will actually learn. And what we would like to see, what I would like to suggest here, is that we bring the kids forward, not as the end receiver of a product, but actually as part of a developer of the products, whether that is content, it's toys, it's anything else that's got to do with kids. Because it's so important that we can actually drive that going forward. Here's a small video, and it's created by a part of the LEGO Group. So we have a part of the LEGO Group, it's called the LEGO Foundation. They basically own 25% of the toy company that you know, and they use a lot of those proceeds to do research around kids learning. They also use it for charity. So in 2022, we spent $500 million helping kids in need all over the world. So that's part of the charity part. Another part, an important part, is actually doing research on kids and kids learning. You just see a small snip of what play is so important for kids. This video has come out from curated research done by scholars from all over the world. And you'll see a later video on how we bring play into a more systematic way of learning. So from our point of view, what is the kids' business? Well, essentially, kids' business is everything that parents are spending time and money on for the sake of the kids. So it's whether it's school, it's kindergarten, it's education, it's going to KidZania, it's buying Lego bricks. All of that is the kids' business. And all of that is coming to kids from the outside. They can't really do anything themselves. They are forced into whatever we're giving to them. We normally say with Lego that when kids are 0 to 5, we have the parent as the decision maker. Once kids, and those of you who have kids, around the age of 5 will know this can come a little bit earlier, it might come a little bit later. But at some point, as a parent, you're no longer a decision maker, you're really just the budget for the kids. And they will decide whatever they want, they will tell you what they want, and you will give it to them, as long as it's within the budget that you have available. So for us to grow the kids' business, it's important that we encourage parents, tell them, let them know that it's actually okay to spend more on toys. If we look into how much we're spending in India on toys, even among the top people who have more money than most, we're not spending nearly as much on toys in India as we are in other markets. So we need to encourage parents that actually toys is not just part of keeping kids quiet for a while, it's actually part of their learning journey to become wholesome people for society. We also need to deliver products and services that truly deliver on the promise of developing and supporting kids' development. That's what we have as our to-do list as people working in the kids' business. I'll share another video now, and this tells about the 5 principles for learning. And the reason I'm telling this and not having all the big number charts is really that if we can go in and take those five principles of learning, make them our own, then we know from research, because it's not Lego saying this, it's actually scholars around the world, professors in universities all around the world saying these 5 principles are actually the ones that will deliver learning through play. So as long as kids have fun, they're learning. They don't know they're learning and they're not told that they should learn, but they have fun and they learn in that process. What is it that needs to be done in that process? Well, it's the 5 principles of learning through play. So please take the video, and while you see the video, it's about 5 minutes, so it's not very long. Please consider your own business, because obviously I don't know what business you're in, except that you're in the kids' business. And consider whether some of these principles could be applied to what you're doing today, or could be applied to some of the things that you're planning for the future. Because if they are, you are truly also driving a higher purpose than just delivering profit and revenue for your shareholders. That is the business of kids. Oops, sorry. Now you will all be sitting thinking, okay, this is a business meeting. It's a kids content summit. When is he coming to the numbers? And I'm not coming to numbers. What I'm coming with is a thinking which will be new for many people. It's new for me. It has been new for me for the last, I've been working with Lego for over 20 years. And I still have to grasp the idea of saying, if I might put my targets against a higher target, the business will follow. So to give you an example of how we work in the Lego group, I'm not measured on revenue. Nobody cares about the revenue in India. What they care about is how many kids have I reached? How many engagements have I done with children in India? Some of them will be commercial, some of them will be non-commercial. Those engagements is what I'm measured on. Then I'm measured on top on how do we do business, how does our business partners feel it is to do business with us. And I'm measured on how my team feels it is to work for the Lego group. None of it and nobody in the Lego group is measured on revenue. Because there is a better purpose or better measurement which drives better decision making in business. And that is what the overall purpose is for you as a company. That's my business proposition here today. So let's look at kids' business as something which drives kids' learning and drives the right values with kids in India, in the whole world. Let's increase parents' understanding of play as a value. We are all, no matter whether it's TV, it's online, it's offline, we all in somehow a play with children business. So let's see how that play that we are offering to children can also be part of learning. How can it bring them more than just 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of doing nothing or not thinking about anything? That is how we can pay back to society, making sure that kids are actually growing up in a good world and that they are actually able to deliver, or when everybody reaches my age, also deliver something back to society that I need for my needs going in. It also drives new ideas. It drives innovation in how we do business today. So have that think as part of your business plans going forward. I can share with you that as employees, they would love to have a higher purpose than just next month's revenue target. If you can get that with your employees, you will get more engaged employees, more motivated employees who will do more for the things that you want them to do. That's the higher business purpose. As shared very much in the beginning, I cannot tell you how to do business in India. You are much better at that than I am. So purpose today has really been to see and provide a little bit of motivation and inspiration into a different perspective on the kids' business. The dream would be the next summit, it would be called maybe not the kids' business, but the learning business. Because if we get into the learning business, it would automatically drive the kids' business. And with that, I actually want to wish you a very, very good rest of the day and some hopefully good and inspiring course later on. Thank you.
Thank you so much.